Rip to Mad, with a +4 Duchess, a +4 Canfron, a Yumiko. We're gonna get destroyed. He's got Stone Skin Duchess and a Stone Skin thing. Okay, and she got in first and put her stuff on CD. I think he just one-shots us, pretty sure. This is gonna be bad. This is the scariest team I've ever seen. We get slapped, but we're not dead yet, team. We are not dead yet. He's dead. Come on, Mortu, get a hit in. Can you get a hit in? He's slamming into the Stone Skin. No, Peril into the Stone Skin. You hate to see it. Oh, and he goes down. Hello everyone, nubkeks here, and welcome back to Nub Raids. In today's video, we're taking a look at a champion that I both love and hate. It's Mortu-Macaab. When I first pulled him, which is a good while ago, basically nearly all the other content creators at the time and all of the tier lists, all of the guides, everything was saying Mortu-Macaab, he sucks, he's terrible, put him straight in your vault, not even worth building. Well, I actually went against that. I actually built him out. I actually booked him out, and I loved him, and I still love him, and I'm going to show you what I've been using him for right up to this day. You guys probably saw him in action in my 3v3 tag arena video. We're going to be looking at him in some arena today. So let's look at his moves first of all, and let's go from there. So his A1, Stigmata, attacks one enemy, 60% chance, books up to a 75% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. This actually is reasonably useful. Now, it does scale off of his attack, which means it's not going to hit super hard. We're not going to be over-focusing on attack with his build at all. But nonetheless, you know, this debuff is actually kind of nice. It's not too bad. Definitely helpful in some Doom Tower waves, for example. Definitely helpful in some arena matchups if you're going up against enemies which have lots of healing but actually haven't brought a lot of resistance. It's a decent option. Yeah, not too shabby. His A2 then, I think it's actually pretty underrated. Falling from Grace, 4 turn cooldown when it's booked, attacks all enemies. Each hit has a 90% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. So that books up to 100% chance, so guaranteed chance to put block buffs if you have enough accuracy. And on top of that, the block buffs debuff cannot be resisted if a target is under a heal reduction debuff. This scales off of his attack and his HP. So this is going to actually hit reasonably hard. It's actually a pretty hard hitting AoE. It's a double hitter, which is nice. You've got 200% chances to land that block buffs debuff, which again is awesome. We're not going to be super focusing on accuracy in his build, but if you give him a bit of accuracy, this can be a semi-reliable way to land it. I don't actually know of any particularly amazing combos with him, like in terms of champions, but that have heal reduction, I should say. But if you did have a good heal reduction champion to go with him, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. I can't think of any, unfortunately, but if you did, that gives you a guaranteed block buffs, which is fantastic. So this has decent utility in the arena. It's a decent hitting AoE move, which is nice. The debuff is nice. If it lands, can be hard to, but if it does, it's very good. Makes him also quite useful for Hydra. He can come in, fill in as your block buff champion for the Hydra, right? 2 chances to land that block buffs. Fantastic, even if they're negative affinity. He can also be very useful for some Doom Tower waves with this block buffs, and very useful for Faction Wars 21 for Demon Spawn, where you're going up against those Valkyrie waves, right? Triple Valkyrie, horrible stuff. Well, he can put block buffs on them so that you can just ignore it. They basically can't get counterattack or shield. Even when this isn't booked, it's basically... It still works. It still works. He does get a nice 20% extra damage, though, from books, which I thought was worth it. Now, the thing that makes him kind of really pop, really special, is Peril, his secret skill, which unlocks through his passive. 20% chance to unlock Peril for 1 turn whenever he is attacked. Also has a 20% chance to fill his turn meter by 25%, right? This is what makes him a nightmare to fight in Doom Tower, and what we're going to be looking to exploit mostly in the arena, because Peril is amazing. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times, ignores shield, block damage, and defense. On top of that, enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived, and this scales based off of HP. Peril hits insanely hard. It's a super hard hitting attack that, yeah, it goes through, it cuts through most arena enemies like butter. Really, the only thing you'll find that will protect people from Peril is ally protection. That's the thing to watch out for. That is the thing that can stop him killing people. But almost anyone without ally protection, almost anyone, we can, without even putting on crazy gear, we can just one-shot them with this, and they cannot be revived, which is amazing. He also has a great aura, guys. 24% speed in all battles. Great for Faction Wars, Hydra, Doom Tower as well. Potentially some arena fights too. This can all work. It's all pretty good. let's look at his gearing. So I actually, when I was looking through his gear preparing for this video, I realized that there's actually quite a lot of room for me to upgrade this gear, but it gives you a good idea. I think there's two big sets that you're really looking to put on Mortu. The first one is the one I went for, which is Swift Parry. This gives you more speed, more crit damage, and crit damage going to up the potency of that peril hit. And then the thing I really like is the 50% chance to become unkillable when hit with a fatal hit. So this just makes him an absolute nightmare for people to deal with, right? Because, you know, you don't want to be hitting him because it can unlock his secret skill, and then it's really, really fun. When he drops down, he becomes unkillable, unlocks his secret skill, kills someone, gets a shield from Masteries, and then, hey, maybe he gets healed back up and the enemy team are like screaming in frustration. Swift Parry is a very good option. I think the other really good option is actually the Frenzy set. I think this is really good, which gives you turn meter every time you lose HP. So you combo that with, again, his passive, excuse me, also giving you turn meter. You're getting even more turn meter when you're hit. And it makes him also a total nightmare to deal with. I haven't actually put him in a Frenzy set yet, but it's something I probably will try out for sure at some point. So yeah, maybe stay tuned. I might do a Frenzy set Mortu-Macaab video soon. But Swift Parry is also really good too. There's lots of good options, really. I have him in a Perception set then, just for a bit more accuracy, just for some of that PvE content, bit of a generalist build, and some speed as well, which isn't too shabby. But you could put him in really whatever else as the second set. You could even just put him in really good piece of gear and not have a second set. I think crit damage would be particularly good if you had a crit damage set, just upping that damage, the kill potential of peril even more. If we look at his total stats, what have we hit? So I've gone over 70,000 health. I think that's important. Health is going to help him stay alive. It also ups the damage of peril and also his AoE. So health is the big thing you want to crank up. He actually has a decent chunk of attack. That's not important. A decent chunk of defense. Medium important. I think you want him to be at least 200 speed so he can actually get around to getting his moves off. You definitely want 100% crit rate, and then crank that crit damage up as much as you can. And then accuracy and resistance, I say, again, if you're using for PvE, accuracy is important. Otherwise, you can pretty much ditch these stats and really just focus on the other things and let the other champions you're going to put him with kind of keep him alive and cleanse his debuffs, that sort of thing. If we look at the individual pieces, like I actually realized I still need to glyph these up properly. Like there's so much room here for glyphing and improving him. I clearly, when I was gearing him out, I clearly didn't have any glyphs, so I can really improve his current stats with the gear that he has on and get a lot more out of him, like this resistance, not even glyphs, and a lot of 1% rolls. And I actually realized I don't have a good HP ring for Demon Spawn, which is ridiculous. But a HP ring would be the way to get. So again, I'd recommend crit rate. If you can get crit damage, by the way, crit damage gauntlets are even better. But you'll see he can still kill people with crit rate gauntlets. It's totally fine. Crit damage would be the best. Crit rate if you can't. HP percentage chest. Speed boots. If you could get him in HP percentage boots, if you can get his speed high enough, that again would also be even better. HP ring with HP percent is what you're looking for. You want crit damage necklace, and then probably a HP banner. Just cranking those stats up. Also, I don't have any reaction accessories, but reaction accessories on him massively up his potential in the arena, because it means that he'll take very little damage on that first turn, but he'll still have a chance to unlock the peril, and then they still have to smack him to actually try to kill him, which gives him more chances to unlock peril, and it all works well together. For his masteries, I've been built like this. I think there is actually some flexibility here, but going down the offense tree, you don't want Helm Smasher because peril ignores defense anyway. Flawless Execution, I think, is probably your best overall bet to just up your peril damage. If you're going to use them in PvE, War Master is better for Hydra, Doom Tower, that sort of thing. War Master is generally going to be better. And then I have him going down here. I do have him with Shield Breaker. He does more damage to targets under shield buffs. This is great because his damage with peril ignores shields, but they still have a shield. So we'll take that extra 25% damage. Thank you very much. I do have him with Whirlwind of Death. He gets more speed when he kills people. I have him with Single Out, more damage to targets at low health. Opportunist, more damage to targets that have CC on them. I actually think this is pretty good. I think he's going to be very good with Mithrala in the arena. More damage to targets with higher max HP. This is mostly they're the kind of the tough ones for him to take down. If you're talking about things like, you know, a Duchess who's got ally protection from Nekret or something like that. Nekret the Great, obviously another common one you're going to fight. Krisk, there's lots of champions that could have higher HP, so I think it's kind of worth it. Kill streak to really up his damage whenever he gets kills. Blood shield's actually quite nice. Whenever he kills someone, he gets a shield for 15% of his max HP. This can help him stay alive, and he does kill people. So yeah, and then fairly standard defense tree sort of stuff. So let's go see him in action then, shall we? Let me find a good fight. Let me show you how it works. Okay, I actually found one straight away in the first set of arena matches here that was just up by default. This is in goal 5. I think this is a sort of team where he could and should be really, really good. I'll show you the team that I run him in, and let me explain the logic of it. So the logic of this team, here's what we have. We have Lydia in the lead, giving us a resistance aura, and she's giving us increased speed and strengthen, so helping us stay alive, take our turns quicker. She can put decreased defense and weaken, but that's not really going to work. Most of the teams I'm running this guy against, Mortu, against tanky teams, to really rip through those tanks with peril, they're going to have too much resistance and buff cleanses and block debuffs, so she's not really going to land that, but her passive is also very good. Not useful in this fight, where she can also block revive. One interesting tip I can give you straight away, guys, is that, let's say we're up against someone who can revive himself, so let's say like a Torment, yeah? Now, if Mortu kills Torment with Peril, which blocks revive, it actually also procs the Lydia passive. I'm not sure if it's because Lydia is ahead of him in the team order, or if it's just a more general bug. I haven't tested it that extensively, but it is something that happens. So this can be bad. Sometimes it can waste Lydia's passive and just proc her extra turn when maybe you don't want that to happen. It can also be a good thing, though. You can also exploit that to use Lydia's passive to revive your dead teammates if people die. Like, so for example, Brogni might die, and we can revive him by killing someone who can revive with Peril, and then Lydia revives them. You can do some funky stuff with it, but just to be aware of that. But I think they're a decent combo. Brogni's coming in. He's going to protect us with shields. He's going to give us block debuffs. Increase attack also ups Mortu's damage somewhat, so it's kind of nice too. And then Demitha is in here to keep us alive. Now, I think you can, if you're in tune with the champions, right, I think you could see some straight and immediate big upgrades here. So number 1, Duchess instead of Brogni, massive upgrade. And then Withier instead of Demitha, massive upgrade. And I think you actually have like a pretty insane team right there. You could even run double Mortu. You could have Mortu in the lead for speed aura, another Mortu, a Duchess, and a Withier. And I think that's a disgusting team to try to fight. That's absolutely terrifying. Alternatively, you could have obviously put in champions to keep you alive, like Helior could work, Ursica Warcaller could work, champions that are going to reduce your team's damage. Ursica right here. Krisk could work. Riho could work, Mithrala, Lifebane could work. Basically, champions to try to keep you alive. Let's dive in, though. Enough blabbing. Let's actually see this guy in action. Hopefully, we win this one. So the thing about Mortu, guys, the thing about Mortu is there's a lot of randomness. It's random. It's a 20% chance whenever he's hit to kill people. It might not always happen. It might never happen. Let's try kill him first. We're going to get smacked by him, but he stays alive. And you can see our buffs here are going to try help us stay protected. Demitha's healing us up. We're putting shields on, all that sort of stuff. Block debuffs, hopefully protecting us. Krisk can be a problem, potentially, by protecting people with Ally Protect, and we won't be able to one-shot them. But I think this guy's actually squishy enough we'll be able to kill him just the same. Come on, Mortu's turn is coming up. Can we see that peril? Is it there? No peril this time. This is where it can be bad. I mean, sometimes you go into fights, right, and you know, you're just, oof, that hurt a lot. She might die. Yeah, she's going to die. That's unfortunate. We need that peril to proc, Mortu. Sometimes you go in and peril just won't proc. You go and you go and you go, and peril is nowhere to be seen, and you're just crying. The tears are streaming down your face. You're not seeing any perils. That was a counterattack. Come on, Mortu. Let's see it. Is it there? There it is. Oof, and it did nothing. That was a problem right there. Krisk and Ursica. That's definitely a problem. We need her to protect herself. Okay. Mortu. He's slamming in the damage, though. But you can see he's actually wearing down both this guy and her. Maybe we want to try kill Krisk instead. No, we don't have enough damage for Krisk. Oh, this is a miserable showing right here. The Ursica and the Krisk together. Just too tanky. We got the decreased crit damage now, though. That's not ideal. Okay, she's quite healed up. Mortu's dead. And we're doomed. Okay. We're not learning from our mistakes, though. We're taking on the same guy again. Let's do it round 2. Let's go round 2. Let's see if we can do it. There's hope for that Mortu luck. Come on. Can we see that Mortu luck? Can we do it? Probably not, but we can dream. We can dream. All right, we're healing up. It's pretty much the same as it was last time. Let's see what happens. Oh, almost took her out. So she is the target to target. So actually choosing your target is important. If we can kill her right now, if we can kill her, does Brogni have a hit? There we go. Okay, so she's down. That's actually pretty big. Boom, Peril comes out again. That ally protection, again, really reducing that damage, but we're hitting a lot harder now. Hitting a lot harder. Again, ally protection halves the damage. So to put it in context, we just hit him for 220,000 hits right there. 220,000 HP. That's halved that damage, which is kind of nuts, right? If he didn't have ally protection on, we would have hit him for 80,000 damage. And yeah, this time he's actually not able to protect himself. And yeah, we take him out. We take him out. So the nice thing about this, one of the weaknesses of us against this particular team is that this team kind of has the two. They've got the ally protection. They've got two sources of ally protection. And they don't have any revive, which, look at that. Look at those hits on Krisk. 40,000 and 50,000. That's when his passives start ramping up. I said, you know, let's attack this team. I think we're going to get destroyed. Rip to Mad. With a +4 Duchess, a +4 Canfron, a Yumiko. We're going to get destroyed. But let's just see if we stand any chance at all. I don't know, like, will we just get one-shot insta? Probably. He's got Stone Skin Duchess and a Stone Skin thing. Okay, and she got in first and put her stuff on CD. I think he just one-shots us, pretty sure. This is gonna be bad. This is the scariest team I've ever seen. We get slapped, but we're not dead yet, team. We are not dead yet. He's dead, but we're not dead. We're still going here. Come on, Mortu, get a hit in. Can you get a hit in? He's slamming into the Stone Skin. No, Peril into the Stone Skin. You hate to see it. Oh, and he goes down. Okay, we had to try that team just for fun. Yeah, we're not going to be beating that team with our team. That is for sure. But yeah, Yumiko, that was quite fun to see. Let's see if we see another one. Here we go. Here's another one that's obviously similar to the last team. But, you know, we don't have the +4s. Hopefully we don't have two of these guys in Stone Skin as well. Let's see. Do we have it? No, no Stone Skin this time. So that's nice. That's an improvement for us. Let's see how we go, how we do. So against this sort of team, this team can be quite tricky because Nekret is going to protect Rotos. So we actually can't kill Rotos that early on, unfortunately. But we'll see how we go. So what we're going to be doing is trying to pick off Nekret. Nekret, he's protecting other people with ally protection, but he's not protecting himself. And he'll also take quite a bit of damage from like the Brogni, our AoE. Actually, right there, look at that. Bye-bye, Duchess. Bye. It was nice knowing you. And one thing with my team comp is that because I don't have a reviver, we're using Lydia to revive. It does mean that we can never proc enemy Lydia passives. He has just hit through our unkillable. Rotos has one-shot us. That is not so good. What we need to do is we need to kill Nekret and then hopefully kill Rotos after. We really need to kill Nekret first. Nekret's passive keeps giving Rotos huge shields, and without our boy to hit through it, it's not going to go well for us. So hopefully we take him out. And once he's dead, I think we should be fine. Please kill yourself just on the Brogni shields. No, not quite lucky enough for that. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Now we can kill the Rotos. And I think we should be okay. I think we should be okay. Mortu, I mean, it's always possible Rotos can just proc a bunch of extra turns and kill us. Nah, that's not going to happen because he's dead. But yeah, Mortu, he died. He didn't last long there, but he did his job in that he procced that Peril and he picked off the Duchess, which was quite nice. So yeah, slamming through the Duchess, taking her down, it's kind of cool. All right, it's kind of cool. So yeah, we'll just finish off this fight and boom, there we go. Not too bad. Yeah, he sort of specializes in taking down these tanky teams. So yeah, right there. I mean, just 72k, just slammed it into Duchess. She didn't have ally protect on from Nekret yet. He hadn't got around to applying it again. And with that, we were able to rip through. Usually with this sort of team, I kill Nekret first, and then you could maybe look into killing Rotos. Rotos is obviously a problem. He can hit through that unkillable. He can kill Mortu. And because we don't have a Duchess to revive ourselves, that leaves us in a bit of a sticky mess. But yeah, so let's see. Any other really tanky teams? This one's a fairly tanky team. We could try it against something like this. Let's see it against something like this as well. So this is a team with a lot more damage, but it's force affinity damage, so they'll probably kill Brogni, but maybe the rest of us will live. This is up against a Sifi. So again, double revivers here, right? How the heck do you kill them when they've got a freaking Sifi and they actually really low resistance? That's weird. So this team is actually pretty undergeared, I would say. You can see Mortu's AoE just almost killed Xavia straight up. That's pretty cool. So we'll take that. We had double revivers in here. This is a difficult team to actually kill and take down for a lot of players. Mortu-Macaab, again, he really thrives in this sort of situation. Look at that, 18k just with his normal hit. That's not too bad, right? That is not bad at all. And we're coming back around. We got Fear on Brachus. That's cool. Miracle is out. Okay, he's going to die. And he's going to come back up, which does hurt. Bam, just kill him again. This could be a very long fight. We're really waiting here. Okay, I think he did proc his thing. So I'm going to take manual control. We're just going to see if we can proc it right, just so this fight doesn't take forever. Expending our buffs here. There we go. Let's kill Sifi. Bye-bye, Sifi. 100,000 damage. And the thing, I guess the first fight I showed you was probably a bad showcase because it didn't really go well for us. I showed you a couple of really hard fights. But like this sort of fight, you can see, yeah, without crazy gear on this guy, he can still one-shot these champions. He can still absolutely take them down. Okay, cool. I actually found one. This is going to be a really interesting showcase. This will be the last one. I've had a few successes, a few failures here. This will be the last one. But in this case, we've got Brogni. Mortu's really good against Brogni because what happens is that every time you hit Brogni's shield, Brogni reflects damage. Guess what? Every time that happens, it's an extra chance for Peril to proc. There we go. We got the Peril. She had Swift Parry on, the Duchess, so he didn't get the kill right there. But she is killable now next turn. She can top us up. We could just use an A1 on her. Unfortunately, she's just getting some healing back, which sucks a little bit. I think we will go for this AoE, attempt to buff strip some of them. Actually got the Veil off of Kandrafon. That's actually pretty good. He might re-veil himself now instead of smacking us. Oop. No, he's gonna smack. He would have killed. Oh wait, was that that was a counterattack? Okay, Kandrafon's gonna kill him and get an extra turn and all that nonsense. So that's pretty bad news. But we could potentially kill Duchess and then we'll be good. No such luck. We're gonna slam out some attacks here. This is where it gets a little bit bad. This is the scary part. This is the scary part, and we can't put any CC on him. They all have block debuffs still. Oof. Oh, the counterattack. That might have been a big mistake. He got a decreased cooldown as well because he hit us so hard right there. Come on, Mortu. Come on. Get lucky. Proc your thing. Get lucky. Boom. Demitha saves us. Good work, Demitha. I think we have to do this. She's got block damage on, so she's fine. Okay. Intense fight here, dudes. Intense fight. But it's kind of fun that, like, we're going up against, you know, these really endgame champs, and Mortu is giving us a chance. He's giving us a shot. Although we've been very unlucky. We haven't procced this thing again. Come on. We need that luck. We need that luck. But yeah, you'll learn to both love and hate Mortu. You will learn to love him. You'll learn to hate him. Because when it works for you, it can be great. You can win fights that you otherwise would not win. When it doesn't work, you're going to be very, very sad. We don't have enough accuracy to get the debuff on her. That sucks. That sucks. And now we're in some serious, serious danger from this guy. Didn't kill her. That's good. And here we go. Yeah, kill him, please. Thanks. Okay, good. She's going to die? No, not dead yet. Not dead yet. Okay, whoo, we got lucky there. But yeah, that Kandrafon, his veil fell off. Mortu pounces. The veil came off and Mortu pounces. At this point, we should be able to just auto this. Yeah, they will smack us around, but Demitha should heal her up. Uh-oh. Oh, no, she might actually kill herself with these counterattacks. Yeah, this could hurt quite a bit. Don't crit her. Don't get critties. No critties, please. All right, Demitha has probably topped her up into healthy territory. And now, Mortu's coming in. Mortu's getting smacked. Decreases his turn meter. As long as Mortu doesn't die, they're actually still doing quite a bit of damage. Ouchies. Come on, Mortu. Let's take manual control here. Make sure Mortu targets the right thing, because I don't think he was going to. You can just smack her a couple of times, that's fine. Alright, Mortu. Get rid of that Duchess. 40,000 damage from one hit alone. We'll take it. And now we're feeling pretty good. Get a fear on her. Unfortunately, this fight was supposed to be a showcase of Mortu proccing his Peril lots against Brogni's shield. I don't think we really got to see that. But we did get quite a few perils, right? It's one of the nice things that every time he's hit by those counterattacks, those AoE attacks, it's an extra chance to proc peril. It's an extra chance to just go ham and start killing people, which is kind of awesome, right? It's kind of awesome. And once you take out their threat, like in a team like this, it can be very scary with Candrafon. Very scary, because he can just one-shot my other champions here, and I don't have a revive. So I just don't have a good reviver for Arena. I've got Arbiter, but that's it, and she's too squishy anyway for this sort of fight. But yeah, it does get scary. Man, come on, Mortu, but look at all these. He's triggering his passive. Will this be the time? He got a nice double AoE hit there onto the Brogni shields. Hopefully that will be enough. But once you pick off a Candrafon, like once his Veil goes down and you can kill him, you're good, right? Sometimes Candrafons will have Swift Parry as well. Good news is that they'll hit a lot less hard, so you'll be safer. Boom, there he goes. Peril goes out, takes him out. And we're going to be safe. Yeah, Mortu. He's an interesting champ. I think this has been a really good showcase, because in today's showcase, I've shown you him work really well. There's a weak hit. You can see the weak hit does way less, yeah? See, you've seen him work really, really well, and also fail completely as well. You've seen both sides of the coin. You've seen both sides of it, and it's hopefully given you a good idea for what to expect out of this guy, right? What to expect. Like I said, I don't have the best gear, so you could put better gear on, and you would be killing more people than I was. I think it's also worth trying him in a frenzy set. I'm going to try that. But yeah, it just gives you a way to attack teams that you might not already have. I think he's a good option. And like I said, with my particular team, huge opportunity to upgrade here. Like, a Wither is way better than Demitha, right? Duchess would be complete game changer. A Duchess would be huge. Yeah, I think a Mithrala could be really good as well. There's lots of better champions for this particular comp you can put in. And the idea is that you just keep living, and if you live for long enough, Mortu's eventually going to kill someone with that peril. It's almost definitely going to happen, unless, again, they're super tanky with lots of ally protection, lots of strengthens, you know, Ursagas, Heliors, that sort of damage reduction that he can't get around, because he can get around most of it, but he can't get around that. But yeah, you can also, I use him a lot, very successfully offensively, very successful offensively in 3v3 arena, right? Where you're not going to have 3 speed teams. It's not possible. You're going to have a tanky team. And because of that, because everyone's going to have a tanky team, you can build your tanky team with a Mortu, and you can potentially really rip through them. I would say that I think Rotos is better. I think Rotos does the same job, but better, as being this really tanky single target nuker. I think Rotos is better. I think Mountain King is probably better as well. Arguably, I think Candrafon is probably better too. But I think Mortu is definitely up there. He's in the conversation. And as you can see, I mean, he can win against some of these teams. Like, he can do it. He can take a victory. But it's just a little more... it's a little more about rolling the dice. Can also be very good in defense, by the way. Because if you see a team... Like, I might be willing to fight this team right now, but, you know, if this was with a Mortu, I might go like, man, I could just go in and get really unlucky. You know, I could go fight this team and just be super unlucky, and would it be even worth doing right here? So there you can see Candrafon doing his thing. Now, if Mortu is peril and kills this guy, I think we win the fight. Look at that. Boom. We win the fight now, I'm pretty sure. Like, they can try, but I don't think they can win. I think that Krisk's AoE attacks are going to inevitably trigger... Never, yeah, like, peril's gonna happen, and people are gonna die. No, didn't get her, but we're coming for her. Not this time, but we're coming. Oh, he's been provoked, well. Right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this showcase of Mortu-Macaab. Let me know what you think of him. Do you use him? Yeah, what do you think? And I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go have lunch. I'm out of here. He'll finish this fight eventually. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.